Hello and welcome to this tutorial on setting up RevMob for the Android side of your Cocos project using the Sonar Cocos helper. If you haven't done already, you need to have completed the setting up video for the Sonar Cocos helper. If you haven't done that, I'll leave a link in the description and you can go check that out and come back when you've done it. And if you have done it, you should have this external Cocos helper Android frameworks folder. And if you don't, I'll leave both links to the zip files in the description. So the first thing we're going to do is go to RevMob and sign in. And you might be taken to the dashboard page initially. So if you are, just click on the monetization tab. And right at the bottom, you can add an Android app. There should be a thing that says Add Android App. So you click that and you just give it a name, so I'm just give it tutorial RevMob, and you can set any of these options if you want. I'm just going to leave them all as default, and I'm going to go down to testing mode and I'm going to stick it on with ads. You don't have to do this, but it's probably better because like they say, they may end up blocking you if you generate too many ads on your same device where you're testing. But again, if you are going to put them on with ads, make sure you turn them off before you publish your app. So I'm going to click Add, and I'm going to click OK. And you can see I've got this media ID here. So I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to open up my project in Eclipse, which again is just a blank Cocos project that I created in the setting up video. And first thing I'll do is go into the resources folder, into the values, and Sonar Frameworks settings.xml, and I'm going to look for where it says RevMob, in between the RevMob tags, and I've got an app ID, and I'm going to take my media ID, copy it, and paste it in place. So make sure you don't have any white space at the end, and I'm going to hit save. And I'm going to minimize the application now, and this my RevMob tab, and I'm going to open up my project folder, and I'm going to put that to one side. I'm going to open up the external Cocos helper Android frameworks folder, and I'm going to go into the frameworks, and I'm going to go into I'm going to copy the RevMob folder into my project.android source sonar system frameworks and paste, and close these two down. And the next thing I'm going to do is the manifest. So if you go into the Android manifest, you should have one similar to ours with commented out chunks of code, and I'm going to look for the RevMob required code. So here's the code for RevMob, but it's commented out. So I'm going to take this end comment tag here at the end of the activity, and I'm going to cut it and just paste it at the top of the top comment. And now all the RevMob required stuff for your manifest is in the manifest now, so it's not commented out. And you will also need just this meta tag for the Google Play Services version. This because RevMob uses the Google Play library, which you'll see in a moment. So if you take this end comment tag here and just put it at the end of this Google Play game app ID line, and that's fine. And the reason you don't want this metadata here is because this is for Google Play games, and this is just for Google Play Services. So we're only using Google Play Services here, so that's the reason why. So you can close the manifest now, and I'm going to go into I'm going to refresh my source folder because RevMob's now appeared, and I'm going to go into the Sonar Framework settings, and I'm going to hit RevMob to true, and you can see over here it says it requires the RevMob jar and Google Play Services library. So the RevMob jar, if you again open up your project folder and the external Cocos frameworks folder. We've included, if you go into the libs folder, we've included the RevMob jar that we've used. So we've used version 7.00. It's always best to use the latest one, but we've just included the one we've used just to keep things simpler. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to go into my project.android and into my libs folder, and I'm just going to paste it there. And I'm going to close both folders down. I'm going to go back into Eclipse, and I'm going to right click on, first I'm going to refresh my project so it picks up the library I just put in, so you can see the RevMob jar there. And I'm going to go to my project properties by right clicking on my project and go to properties. I'm going to go down to Java build path, and on libraries I'm going to add a jar and expand my project, go to libs and click on RevMob jar, and I'm also going to tick it on the order and export and click OK. And the next thing we need to add in is the Google Play Services library. So if you don't have it installed already or you don't know how to add it in, if you click on the Android SDK Manager and scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll see this Google Play Services that you can tick it and install it. And once you've installed it, you'll be able to add it into your project. And the way you do that is it will download to your SDK path, which is listed at the top here, so you can find where you've installed your Android SDK, and you're going to navigate to that now. So if we go File, Import Existing Android Code into Workspace, and then browse to that where your Android SDK is, and so mine's here, and SDK, so click on SDK, and the Google Play Services library will download into your extras folder in your Google, and then Google Play Services, and then click on the lib project, and you can see it's going to import the correct project. So click Finish, and now we need to link it with our project. So if you right click on your project, go to Properties, click on Android, and then click Add, and you'll see the Google Play Services library. And lastly, we need to go to build path and add the Google Play library jar file. So if you click on the libraries tab and click on add jar and go to Google Play Services library bin folder, and then add the Google Play Services lib.jar, and lastly click tick on the order and export and click OK, and you should be able to build your project. Okay, so my project's built, so now I'm going to write some code using RevMob and show you how you can use the supported ones are, I believe, pop-ups and full screen ads. At the moment I don't think we support the banner ad at the moment for the Android side, so I'm going to go into classes, into Hello World Scene, and you're going to want to include the Sonar Frameworks header file, and you can use the namespace Sonar Cocos helper, but you don't need to, as I won't in this particular instance. So when the application loads up, I'm just going to do Sonar Cocos helper RevMob, and I can show full screen ad and show pop-up ad. The show banner and hide banner won't actually do anything on Android as not implemented yet, so but you can use AdMob for banner ads. So I'm going to show a pop-up ad when we first load it, and then when I click a button, so when I click the close button of the default Cocos project, I will show a full screen ad, and these should be test ads. So that's that. I'm going to build and run it on my device, and I'll switch over to my recorder and show you the device screen. Okay, so the application is on my phone, and I'm going to run it, and straight away the pop-up comes up, download a free game, and if I click on yes, it says RevMob tested mode activated, test successful, and just telling you to, you said you'd be redirected to the market once testing mode is off. So just going to click back to go back to the application, and now I'm going to click the button, if I can click it, there you go, and full screen app ad comes up, free app of the day now, there's a cross at the top which I couldn't click, but again it takes you to testing mode. So hopefully you've got RevMob now into your application. This tutorial has been helpful. So yeah, have a good day.